insurance, and this may be an unpopular opinion, but it's my opinion, and you don't, I'm not telling you to do what I do, but I'm giving you a different perspective. That's all. Okay, you guys? So, first things first, if you are watching on YouTube, do make sure that you click on the subscribe button and also the bell so you get notified whenever new videos come on, because you do not know when they're coming on, because I don't even know when they're going to come on, right? So let's go ahead and, oh, also, if you are watching this on another platform right now, then make sure that after the video, you go to YouTube, search my first and last name, go click on the subscribe button, and then also the bell so you get notified when new videos come on. The reason I don't just say to do it in Facebook is because Facebook is notoriously terrible for letting you know whenever people are live. All right, let me go ahead and get this out of here. First of all, as I am talking, feel free to ask your questions. So as a little graphic Mike just made, so wanted to do that. So you guys, let's go ahead and get into it. Here's my take on health insurance, and this is also a lot of like very successful people that I know. It is their take on it as well. Okay, so much so that people, when you go to the doctor, will ask you if you you know, they'll ask for your insurance card or ask if you are self-pay, right? Here, we are self-pay. Let me explain why. And also, Nora has insurance, but Mike and I are self-pay because she's our daughter and she's a kid, and you just never know. And you just want, you know, you have insurance on your kids. But let me talk about this. Let me talk about why we're self-pay on our insurance. Which essentially, you guys, means that we don't pay monthly premiums to insurance companies. We don't have an insurance card or anything like that. Here's the biggest thing that I ever hear, and that I have ever heard about people being scared to leave their jobs or their 40-hour-a-week jobs is, where am I going to find insurance? How am I going to pay for insurance? You guys, insurance is like the thing that magnetizes you to this situation that is leaving you less than as profitable as you can be, right? Because you guys know how I feel about, I mean, not everybody hates their day job, but a lot of people hate their day job, right? And at the end of the day, it's because they're working for somebody else who doesn't value them as financially, as much as they would like to be valued and as much as they deserve to be valued. And whenever, and it's a slippery slope. So you work for one person that doesn't value you as much as you, financially, as much as you deserve to be. Then even if you go to another job or something like that, you continue that cycle because you've become used to, you've become accustomed to not being valued. That's your new normal, right? And people stay stuck to that system because, from what I hear, because of insurance. Well, if I don't have this, I'm not going to have money for insurance. Or if I don't have this, I'm not going to have insurance, right? Or I'm not going to be able to pay as little for it as possible, and da-da-da-da-da. You guys, it kept me in my corporate gig for a long time. So that's how I know this. I know it because it was me too, right? But let me tell you what the other side of that looks like. The other side of that looks like this. Insurance doesn't really have to cost that much. Okay, there are many companies out there that are sort of like, well, there's group plans, there's all sorts of different types of insurance companies that you can get into. There's some different sort of like, I don't know how to describe them. I don't know. You can search different types of insurance companies out there, okay? It doesn't all cost a whole lot of money. But here's what we do. So what we would spend, because insurance for our entire family would typically be between $1,200 and $1,500 a month if you're doing an 80-20 plan and da-da-da-da-da. All the normal stuff, okay? Nothing special, but just all the normal stuff. You're looking at about $1,200 to $1,500 US a month, okay? Well, last week, Mike hit his head on the Cadillac. There was a whole thing. The preserves dropped out of the car. We had to clean up the preserves. He was bent over to clean up the preserves and then picked his head up. And on the edge of the tail, you know, the back of the Cadillac was open, and he hit his head. But he didn't just hit his head. There was an 1.5 inch gash in his head. Like, I could see the inside of his head. So we had to go to urgent care, right? Well, we don't have insurance. So most people would be like, oh my goodness, what do I do, right? You guys, we went to urgent care. They put 5 staples in his head. They numbed it before they did that. We got right in. We got right out. It was no big deal. $200. $200. We don't ever go to the doctor, you guys. We only go whenever it's things like that, or, you know, if something happens, then we go. But in the meantime, what we do is we set aside $1,500 a month that really we would just be setting aside in insurance. So instead, we put that in our own account, set aside $1,500 a month in case we need it. That's all the insurance company is doing, right? So, I mean, they're technically doing more, but well, I'm not going to get into all that. I'm just explaining what we do, okay? I'm not going to get into, like, breaking apart, unpacking the way the insurance industry works. I'm not going to do that. It's not that kind of video, okay? But I'm just telling you what we do. So what we do, instead of paying a premium to an insurance company, because we don't really require it very often, is we just we put that money aside, and if we need it, then we use it, right? So $200 came out of the last years that we haven't used, okay? So $1,500 a month for 12 months. Let's just do some quick math here. Times 12, 18 grand. $18,000 is sitting aside in our account, and we used 200 of it. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? Now, that of course isn't going to work for people that, you know, if you have like a pre-existing health condition or something like that. We just don't, right? But if you have something that you have to get medication for monthly, I'm not telling you not to be insured if you have that stuff going on. Of course, it's wise to if you have that stuff going on, because it outweighs, you know, the benefits outweigh what you're spending, right? I mean, you do have to do the math yourself in your own situation. Again, I'm only telling you what we do. If you're in a situation like us where we just don't go to the doctor much, we just don't require it, then I would think about that. Now, as we get older, as we get into, you know, maybe 60 plus, that sort of thing, yeah, we might pick up insurance because it makes more sense. It makes more sense at that point. But we're 40 right now. We're 40 and don't really require the doctor very much. So it makes better sense to save that money back and use it when it's necessary, but also have it instead of just giving it to a company for when we need it that then changes every year, right? So that's my take on insurance. I wanted to share it with people because I hear so many people say, well, I have to stay here because it's paying for insurance. That's a narrative that has been implemented. Like, that is a narrative that has been sort of fed to you, and then you take it in and you believe it. But really, I want you to kind of like just stop in the moment for a second and say, like, but is there another way? Do I really need to do it that way? This is just a video to make you think. That's all. That's all. So, what questions do you guys have? Also, super quick, I am going to say this because you have 4 days. 4 days to get into my signature program at half price. 4 days. Okay, you guys? If you're wanting to get into my signature program, you're going to message my my business Facebook page, Livin the Dream with Martha. You're going to message it the words case study. Okay, you guys? I'm going to have a short conversation with you. I'm going to invite you if I think that I'm able to help you out. If I don't think I can help you out, I'm not going to invite you, and there's not going to be any hard feelings. It will just be better for you at a different time. I don't want you spending your money if I don't think that I'm able to help you out, period. That's how it goes, okay? Most people, that said, most people I do believe I can help out, so I invite you into the program, all right? That said, the promises, the guarantees that this program has, basically my program, in case you have never heard about it before, I run multiple income streams myself. They all work together. They all play together. And in the end, it requires very little from me to keep it going. So we make over 7 figures a month. And I'm not saying that because I'm like, oh, look at us. I'm saying that because it's possible. Okay. And then my friends and I went shopping yesterday, like didn't really do a whole lot during the day. We went out to dinner last night. Like it doesn't require a lot from you. You can live the life you desire to live, and it doesn't require a lot. That's what people aren't telling you this stuff. It took me 10 years to figure it out. I don't care what kind of business you're running right now. I don't care if it's an Etsy shop. I don't care if you're running a network marketing business. I don't care if it's a chiropractic brick and mortar business. I don't care if you don't have a business at all. I will show you how to be able to make a few things work together so you're able to be generating income and not have to work a 40-hour-a-week job if you don't want to. If you want to, then do it. If it's what just lights you up and you love to do it, then by all means do it. But you don't have to do it if you don't want to. You can take vacations and work from vacation. You can go get a house in a place that essentially is a vacation every single day. That's what we just did. That's the kind of stuff that's real. And I'm just here to show you that this life is real, that this is accessible, that any person on the planet is able to do this, you guys. I am not special, okay? I can show you exactly what I have done in order to get here, and that's what I'm doing in this program. My first guarantee is that you're going to make $10,000 a month within the first 6 months, or I work with you until you do. My second guarantee is that if you beat my own record, it took me 6 months to get to 100K a month. If you break my record of getting 100K a month within 6 months, I fully refund the entire program back to you, which isn't much anyway, but I'll refund the program back to you. So that said, 4 days to get it at half price, okay? Also, 4 days to get the VIP access to the group coaching forever and ever, amen. All right? So there are those two things. You do want to make sure that you get in. Yes, so there's that. So what questions do you have? Where am I at? 13 minutes. Boom. All right, let's see here. Oh, man, so many good questions. Da-da-da-da-da. That is one thing that keeps trying to pull me back into a corporate job, as my old mindset fears not having that coverage, but I deserve to work for my dream, not someone else's. Yes, exactly. Denise, I am paying 1/4 of my paycheck for insurance for myself and my daughter. Man, that is crazy. Carolyn, you are so right. I've been traumatized by bullies in the workplace. I have lost my confidence and second-guess myself all of the time because of it. Those people try to make you feel small to build themselves up. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. We got a bobbing head over here. You can't see her, but she's head bobbing to you. I am Canadian, so our healthcare is different, but my hubby is a cancer survivor, so we do the same thing because he's denied coverage. Then it's your money to use how you need. Yes, exactly. Amanda, I'm so happy to hear your thoughts on this. This is how my husband and I feel as well, but we haven't really come across many who agree with us. People don't talk about it. People don't talk about it, and I don't know if they don't talk about it because they don't think about it and they don't do it. But But it's just, one day I was just like, wait, why are we spending money into something we don't even use? Like it was like, why are we doing that? And then once we stopped, it's not like our world came crashing down, It was just like, okay, well, Mike needs staples. And so we spend $200. I popped a veneer out the other day, and so I spent $200. But that was $400 that we spent over the course of a year. That, again, was 18 grand just for health insurance. We don't do dental insurance. Dental insurance is kind of like, why even do it anyway? But anyway, that's that. Again, just my opinion, y'all. Just my opinion. I'm entitled to it. As you are entitled to yours, right? Janai, great idea. Val, good morning. Lovely. This is interesting. I'm paying $690 for insurance, and I'm feeling I need to find a different solution. Yes. Yes, Val. Yes. Jenny, do they fine you for not having insurance when you file taxes? Nope, not anymore. That was something that was with the previous administration. That isn't a thing anymore. Claudette, so glad he is okay. Oh my gosh, me too. It was a little bit freaky. Marcy, have a family member that had catastrophic major medical issues, surgeries, hospitalizations, etc. No exaggeration, millions of dollars in hospital charges. Scary to consider not having that insurance. With the catastrophic stuff like that, here's the thing. Yeah, you do take that risk. You do take that risk. It is a risk, right? It's up to you, right? What I have found is that it seems that different amounts are figured up for people with or without insurance. People with insurance get billed a lot of money, and if you're self-pay, they refigure the amounts, is what I've noticed. And it's not as much. I'm just saying. Andrew, what is your take on a spouse with an unpredictable chronic illness? That I'm not gonna, so I am not here to tell you guys what to do at all. I am telling you what I have done. Okay. And again, this is with our situation. If somebody had an unpredictable chronic illness, I would probably have at least them insured. That would be what I would do. And again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not an insurance person, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not anybody with any letters behind my name. I am just Martha here talking about what we do. Let's see, where are we at? 18 minutes. I see what you're talking about. Yep, Marcy, you're basically self-insured. Exactly. All right. Well, you guys, Heather. Hey, Heather. So important to consider possibilities. Yes. Boom. All right. Oh, man, Georgia said, I haven't had conventional medical insurance since 2005. Georgia's just sitting over there racking up some cash. Okay, I am going to pop out of here, you guys. You have the best day. Remember, you have 4 days. 4 days left to sign up for the for my signature program. Make sure that you get in if you're wanting to get in. It's going up to 2 times the price in 4 days. Okay. All right, you guys. Bye-bye.